Hey everybody, Robin here with Oracle Rising. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. So we have another important change coming up, and this is going to be the solstice, and this is going to happen on December 21st. So depending where you are in the world, and I know because YouTube is global, there's people everywhere in the world that watch. And last time I talked about a solstice, somebody asked me if it would be the same for where they were. But I'm basically going to focus on the winter solstice and the effects of and changes that are going to come around for people in the northern hemisphere. On that date, for people in the southern hemisphere, the summer solstice will begin. But I just wanted to talk about the winter, okay? Because I live in an extreme climate, and we're going to get really probably abused by winter coming up very shortly. Also, you guys, on the winter solstice, on the date of that solstice, there's going to be a global meditation. So if you guys want to participate in that, you might want to, I'm just going to mess with my shirt for half an hour here. You might want to just check out, you can Google search, global meditation and how to participate. I'm also putting a link on my Facebook page. So it's going to be a really cool effort. So yeah, let's talk about this solstice coming in December 21st. The winter solstice is going to be, it's going to usher in winter in the northern hemisphere, and not something I'm super fond of, but anyway, we'll just move on with that. But there's going to be some benefits to it. So there's the possibility of regeneration. Not just a possibility. You'll notice that everything sort of hibernates, or trees fall off the leaves, people hibernate, and there's some cultures that do it better than others. I find in Canada, people tend to moan about winter quite a bit, and I'm one of them. I really get on board with that train, I have to admit, because it's brutal. But there's a opportunity to go inside and regenerate yourself and come out the other side of winter, a new version of yourself. So, of course, I was guided to grab a tarot deck, and I grabbed the Witch's Tarot, and a card fell out for regeneration, and this is just going to be the perfect card. I can't even make stuff like this up. I pulled the Five of Pentacles, okay? So this is absolutely amazing. You see how those pentacles continue to shine bright no matter what the scenery is like in the background. Look how bleak this is, and blustery winter. It reminds me of a prairie winter where I live right now. This tree looks like the trees in my yard where they've just shed all their leaves, and they're, preparing for that cold blast of winter air to come in. But you can still shine bright like a diamond. Like, you don't have to dull your shine for anything or any season. It's a great season to go into hermit mode, if you live alone, if you live with other people. It's just really just a great time to think about what you would like to work on. You're probably going to have some extra time for yourself in winter. You might not, unless you're one of those random people that like to go outside. Winter sports and stuff like that. I am not that kind of girl. I'm more of an indoor girl when the climate really descends into this kind of atmosphere. So a regeneration, always keep on learning, always keep on ascending, you guys. Always shine bright no matter what the temperature is like outside. So I kind of talked about renewal too, but that's on the list here. Regeneration, renewal. Like, what can you improve on yourself? The great time to study. If you're thinking about doing something new, and I know a couple of you have commented on both of my channels that you would like to start doing a YouTube channel and where to start. So spend your downtime in the winter, your indoor time, like really checking into stuff like that. And I'm going to pull a card for renewal. And I think that's it right there. These cards are just, wow. Okay, so this is starting over again, renewal. Like, you can do anything you want, and having that faith in yourself, and taking that time with the Five of Pentacles to let everything rest, but what it is that you want to work on. the Fool card, ready for a new adventure. Hey, I've got my bags packed and I'm ready to go. So where am I pointing? What direction do I want to go in? You know, you can save up money. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. You should be able to live it however you want to. Part of this regeneration and renewal and, you know, spending time maybe by yourself, who knows, is a self-reflection. So really, I mean, to be able to look at yourself quite plainly, and for a lot of people that can take a certain amount of years under your belt to get to. You know, could be a good time to go through your dark night of the soul or do that shadow self-acceptance work that can be very challenging and scary, you know. So really looking at yourself and saying, okay, what do I want to take forward with me through the winter, into the spring and summer? Like, what do I want to have packed in my bags when I set out on this new journey? You know, when the summer solstice comes in. So self-reflection, very, very important. And to be like really brutally honest with yourself. And, you know, I find that takes a certain amount of maturity and self-actualization, and that can take multiple years on earth, you know, going through lots of experiences before you get there. So I'll pull a card for self-reflection, and you know what? These are just, wow. I really trust my spirit guides, and I know they're always around me, but this is the Four of Wands, and this is saying to take it easy on yourself. You know, everything was part of your soul journey. We have the Four of Swords here, so this is taking that time to do the meditation, and, you know, you can really find specific meditations to whatever it is that you would like to uncover about yourself, whatever you'd like to release about yourself. You know, train yourself with new habits, just whatever it is that you want to do, that self-improvement. But, you know, don't beat yourself up for not being at a certain place in your life. Don't compare yourself with other people. It can be very easy to sort of compare your own success against somebody else's, but you're all on your own journey. And it looks like this is going to be a really beautiful time for you guys to do that, to really... But also remember to be extremely gentle with yourself. Be as nice as to yourself as you would be to other people. I find that we tend to be a lot more gentle giving advice to other people, and we tend to be a lot more forgiving towards other people, and then berate ourselves like crazy because you're not performing at a certain level, or maybe your body doesn't look the way that you want it to, or maybe you think somebody else is smarter than you, and the list goes on and on. So this is also going to be a really good time to set goals and intentions. And this is something that you can just write out every day. And I've talked to you guys about how I do that. I have my lists. Like I have my grocery list that I have on the other page. I have my goals and intentions. I have a separate book for that. And then I also have in my notes in my iPhone, I have, you know, a list of my affirmations and my intentions. And my goals. I just try to be better than myself yesterday, you know, so that's the only goal I set aside for myself, is to keep on improving, steadily improving. So I had a card pull out here. So this could be a bit of a challenge for you guys, because I do have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is like really not wanting to move forward because you're emotionally attached to where you are right now. And maybe you're comfortable where you are, and it is uncomfortable to move forward and set goals, you know. So this is why you're getting the Four of Swords. Just take it little baby step at a time, you know, and give yourself credit as you move along, and rest and recharge, and say, okay, well, I really messed that up today, so I'm going to try my best not to do that tomorrow. Or, you know, maybe I cheated on my diet, or, you know, so just really give yourself some compassion, take downtime in between. Like, you're not here to be constantly achieving, right? So your downtime in any one of these things is going to be just as important as how hard you grind. So setting your goals, go a little bit further than you did yesterday, read another page in that book, watch a little bit more of that documentary that you find so interesting. Or for me, I have a list of audiobooks that I listen to, and I've listened to the Celestine prophecy, the ancient secrets of the flower of life. And I just continue to find more spiritually driven audiobooks. And the reason I listen to them, you guys, is because I can't read like I used to. I did have a very severe concussion, and it changed the way that my brain works. I don't know if it's for good or for bad, but anyway, so I listen to that every day. You know, I set aside a half an hour in the evening and just listen to that. And that's like a really easy learning curve. So that's my goal. And my intention is to learn more than I did yesterday and maybe be a nicer person, you know. You just keep on doing little things. You don't have to, like, Rome wasn't built in a day is what, you know, the saying is. So the next thing I have for you guys is to tap into angelic realms. And this is something that really means a lot to me. I've talked about my experiences with a couple very powerful archangels. There was a period in my life where I was very ill. I had a very significant injury. You know, and with that kind of trauma can come a little bit of depression. So I was like, I'm just going to be flat with you guys. I was having some very severe thoughts of, you know, like, I don't want to live, and this is too painful, and it's too hard. And, you know, I felt very alone and isolated, and Archangel Gabriel came in and just really supported me in those big, strong wings. And he, like, stayed with me through those intensely difficult times. So, and I know my angels are always around. They certainly sit with me when I'm doing my recordings here and on my other channel, Aries Fire Tarot. And tapping into angelic realms is something that is going to absolutely assist you on your road, whether you have a divine path or whatever your path is, whatever you've chosen for yourself, whichever direction you want to go in. Your angels are always going to support you. And many of you, and I'm getting this sense that you could be having new guardian angels step forward for you as we step into a new season with the winter solstice, especially if you are doing any of these things here. You know, setting your intention to learn a little bit more, moving forward on your path, starting a new life, starting a new journey, you know, staying as bright as you can, and feeling that overpowering abundance of the universe despite whatever else is going on out there. And very important. So let's have a card here for tapping into angelic realms here. So, like, I'm not surprised to see this card here at all. You've got the Hermit card. So for many of you, this could be something that needs to be undertaken, you know, alone, you know, and start really researching angels. You know, I posted some of my videos. I talk about angels on my other channel. I've talked about them on this one too, but, you know, I've done how certain gemstones relate to archangels, like the astrology, the zodiac signs, and how they relate to certain archangels and feather signs and, you know, signs from your angels. But this can take a lot of inner work, and to really resonate with angels, you may need to be on this solo path. And I just saw angel number 333 there for you guys, so it's very important. You know, you will be seeing signs from angels when you become more aware of them. It's like when you buy a new car, you start seeing that car all over the place. It's like, oh, I never noticed there were so many of them all around. But start tapping into the symbolism and whatever angel is associated with the sign that you're getting. You might want to really start investigating that particular angel, because they've stepped forward to help you with this blossoming, even if things look a little bit bleak, or maybe if you feel like you're sort of tied to your existing situation and you might not want to move forward because it feels really comfortable where you are, right? You know, and they'll help you to just take it easy on yourself, you know, and then start that new journey all over again when the snow starts to melt and the sun starts to feel warm again. And, you know, and then you could really revamp yourself. during this winter solstice. And for those of you that are heading into a summer solstice, like, really enjoy your summer. I'll be thinking of you. You know, Miss Island Girl, if you're watching me right now, I think of you with love and many blessings, and with a tinge of jealousy, because I would definitely like to be your neighbor on that island. I will be thinking of you when it's -40 here, and you can send me another picture of you standing by the ocean. I do enjoy that very much. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up, and I just wanted to send love and many blessings. And I do have Miss Lacey coming in here asking for attention, so I'm going to wrap it up. Peace. Bye.